Hello everyone, my name is Cortex, and today I'll explain exactly how you can get the most value out of the Jeweler's Jaunt event. So let's get right into it. First of all, we have the Shining Resolve event, which is the event pass and the levels you get through to get the rewards. Now, you have a set of weekly challenges here, as well as seasonal challenges. Now, from the weekly challenges, you can get a total of 600 XP per week, and 1000 XP from the seasonal challenges, which means 5200 XP in total, aka 52 levels that you can get from doing all of the quests. So make sure you do every single quest every week, as well as complete all the seasonal challenges. So that can get you to level 52. Now, from these rewards, you get, I believe it's about 5 legendary materials, as well as 50 artisan coins, if I recall correctly. And then after that, from level 51 to level 80, you get one chest every level. And from level 81 to level 120, you get one chest every 2 levels. And then level 120 and onwards, well, I guess 121 and onwards, you get one chest every 3 levels. So as we already mentioned, you can get 50 artisan coins from completing level 1 to level 50. And then after that, you get one chest, artisan chest, every level, from level 51 to level 80. And the average for each artisan chest is 7 coins per chest. This is the average. You might get more, you might get less. Obviously, you can see the table here, it's random. But the average will be 7 per chest. So given that you get 7 coins per chest from level 51 to level 80, as you get 1 chest per level, you'll have 30 chests for 210 coins average. From level 81 to 120, you get 1 chest every 2 levels now, so you'll have 20 chests for about 140 coins average. So then by level 120, if you get the average result out of each chest, you'll have gotten 50 chests and you'll have gotten 350 coins from those chests. Now add that onto the 50 that you get from doing all the event levels from level 1 to level 50, and you'll end up with 400 coins. Now, why is this 400 coins number important? Because in the equipment shop over here, you can buy legendary materials. Now, these legendary materials will cost you exactly 400 coins to get all of them. And what this does is it unlocks the Serendipity store. Now, obviously, my account is older. I don't actually have anything apart from iconic crystals in the Serendipity store. But for those of you that are very, very big whales, and younger accounts, you'll be able to get some legendary blueprints from here. Now, I'll explain to you the cost of the legendary blueprints in just a moment, but I want to talk about the legendary materials first, because this is what's going to be relevant for most players. So, as I said, if you reach level 120, you should sit with about 400 artisan coins, and that will grant you these 45 legendary materials. And level 120 is what I will recommend for most mid spenders to high spenders, as well as if you are a lower spender that need materials really bad, then and if it's something that's within your gaming budget, then I would recommend most of you to go to level 120, because the materials is where you will get the value out of this event. Which, when we first heard about this event, right, we thought about the legendary blueprints because that's what it was advertised as. Now, for most players, the legendary blueprints from this event will not be a relevant thing, and it will be the materials that you're gonna be here for. So just get the idea, unless you're a mega kraken, of legendary blueprints out of your head, and just think about this as an event to get materials for great value. So after you buy these 45 legendary materials from this shop, you'll sit with 50 legendary materials total, because you get 5 from level 1 to level 50 in the event pass. The event pass costs $10, but unless you're fully free to play, I would recommend most of you to get that, because it is very, very good value. So each level costs either 1,600 gems, and I'll speak about this in just a moment, or $3 using Flux scripts. And you can get these Flux scripts at the Pluto Mall store. That's Lilith's official website that you can buy bundles in game for. Now, some were asking me, and some, were saying, why don't you buy the 10 XP levels with gems? And you might think it's good value because this is in the shop and it's limited to only 10. Now, if you actually look at it, 1,600 gems or $3. I would say the $3 is a lot more worth it, because if we look here, right, this is in my currency, Norwegian crowns, but this is equivalent to $5 US. $5 US from a bundle gets you just over 1,000 gems, right? So you're paying about $7 to $8 of gems per level if you buy them for 1,600 gems per level. Whereas if you buy with Flux scripts, you're paying $3 per level. So I would actually say you should not buy these 10 levels with gems, and you should rather spend the $3 fluxes on the levels. That's just my recommendation. If you want to do the gems and you'd rather spend less money, then, you know, you do you. But for value, I would say the $3 is definitely more worth it than spending the gems for these 10 levels. Now let's talk about the actual value that you're getting for each legendary material that you're getting from this event. So, if you get every single legendary material, it will cost you about $214 total. So that is $10 for the event pass and about $204 if you have average luck, which is 7 coins per chest, from level 52, which you can get for free, to level 120, which is where you'll need to get to on average to buy all of the legendary materials. At that price point, you're paying $4.28 per legendary material. Now, just to compare to the geared up bundle, in the geared up bundle, you get about 4.5 legendary materials for $185, which is $41 per legendary material, which makes this event almost 10 times the value of the geared up bundle. Now, the geared up bundle, in my opinion, unless you're a very, very big whale, is not a great value, but if it's something you're considering buying or you're someone that spends money for materials at all, whether it be, I don't know, the egg or Esmeralda or whatever it may be, obviously egg is for blueprints more than materials, but let's say Esmeralda or Dalrook or any of these things, or even VIP shop, right? I think the value you're getting here is a lot better than other places that you can get materials in the game. So if you're someone that needs materials, I would strongly recommend all of you that do spend some money in the game to reach level 120 and get the legendary materials. Now, if you're free to play, you can still get good value from just doing the event and you get a couple materials, but you won't get nearly as much as if you spend to get to the level 120 and get the 50 legendary materials that you can get from doing this event. So now then, let's talk about the legendary blueprints that you can get from here. Now you can get every basically legendary blueprint, even KVK blueprints such as Ring of Doom and Horn of Fury from here, which will be the real value. Now, these cost 600 coins, and as we mentioned earlier, after level 120 you get one chest every 3 levels. Which means that this will cost you, if you have the average luck of 7 coins per chest, it will cost you about $771 per legendary blueprint, which is an insane price and only really for the highest of high spenders. So unless you're a mega whale that's ready to spend almost $800 with average luck per legendary blueprint, then you should get to level 120 and then stop there. You should not keep going in hopes that, oh, I'll be able to get a legendary blueprint with, you know, maybe like $100. No, you will not. You will need almost $800 to get each legendary blueprint, which in my opinion is not worth it, unless you're a mega whale that don't care about spending that money. So I think that's all for the event. I hope, and again, thank you to SlamMe for sending me this screenshot, because I don't have them myself. Anyway, I think that's the end of this video. I hope you guys got some value and some better understanding of how you should play this event and what you should do. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss anything, and I'll see you all next time.